They mistook your kindness for weakness. Okay, let's see. Get the name deck. Okay, we're getting straight to it. And we have here an autopsy. Spiritual court is now in session. Okay, so let me pull the names out. These people, they thought that you was soft, that you was weak. They thought that you was poom poom out here in these streets because you're kind. So now they're getting a reality check. Maybe you have to now have boundaries with these people or something like that. Or, you know, you're speaking out, you're standing in your power. And this is really taking them by surprise. All right, let's see. If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation that there's a message here for you and you need to pay attention. And if you see a karmic's name, this is your confirmation they're involved. All right, let's see. Okay. Cheryl, York, Tracy, Sherman, Shannon, Vince, Terry, Nakima, Grace, Baldwin, Gardner, Moran. I was going to say moron. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Morang, Roy, Latoya, Ava, Kenny, Newton, Takara, Emily, Tara, Chuck, and Pacheco. One more. Cassandra, Lee, Jamie, Shavana, Sam, Willie, Jane, Whitlock, Aaron, Rebecca, Crosby, Meredith, Indigo, Isis, Wilhelmina, and Jamie. Mariah, Bonnie, Leah, Moses, Fowler, Rosado, Ari, Tommy, Ivory, Marlene, Z, Lizeth, Delisa, Ursula, Jake, Patrice, Denidria, Pete, Kingston, Melendez, Shannon, Priscilla, and Darwin. And did I say Pete and Jake? All right. So now we have here Lawrence, Jalissa, Kiana, Trent, Nicole, Evans, Tompkins, Ruthie, Alexandra, Elaine, Simon, Singh, Ben, May, Rhonda, and Shelly. All right, so those are the names. Now, let's see what else. All right, Spirit, tell me more about this energy here. Sex ritual gone wrong. She's pregnant now. Okay. So it was a group of people here. They was doing sex rituals. A karmic is now pregnant. Or she could have, maybe she's a couple of months pregnant already. And that was not the plan though. She got pregnant by somebody that she was doing one of these rituals for. One of these rituals with. And look, team celibate. Okay. So you could be team celibate. You need to be, because look what's going on right now in the world. Okay, like sex rituals gone wrong, getting pregnant, like, oh my goodness, no, it's crazy. All right, so somebody with small boobs is significant. This could be you or one of these karmics. Their death was not natural. You see what I'm saying? Look at that autopsy. Wow. So this is confirmation again that there's something about an autopsy. Someone could have maybe gotten a private autopsy. Someone didn't believe that this was a natural death. Okay, we have here this upcoming weekend. All right, so let me get the tarot cards and see what's happening this upcoming weekend regarding this energy that we're picking up on right now. All right, let's see. All right, Holy Spirit. Wow. Okay, we have here King of Pentacles reverse. So somebody's going to be losing money this upcoming weekend. All right, it's going to be a new beginning here, but it's going to be a new beginning. What's at the bottom here? Yeah, a new beginning, but yeah, look, but they're going to be stuck. It's going to be that type of new beginning, like repeating a cycle. Okay, a repetition of a cycle. You see how we have here repeating cycles? So it's going to be a new beginning, but the same shit again. They're going to have to repeat another cycle. All right, because this person, yeah, they're not going to be happy about this, okay? Because they was doing things, doing something strange for some money here. Yeah, they're going to be in an ongoing battle, dealing with the same shit over and over, being drained out, all right? Trying to figure out how to get money. Okay, why is this happening, Holy Spirit? Why? Does this have something to do with the death, or because they was doing voodoo? Because this is somebody's karma here. Okay, so resignation. We have here letting go, offloading a burden, too much responsibility. So the Ten of Wands is like releasing a burden. This is the telling me. Let me see what's at the bottom. The Queen of Wands. This is somebody that you released. Somebody that was trying to be a burden in your life. They wanted you to be burnt out. They wanted you to be feeling like it was, you know, we have here collapse, breakdown. Give me one more. Oh, yeah, and they wasn't able to win at all costs with the Five of Swords here in the reverse. Okay, we have a Queen of Swords here in the reverse. And then we have here the Nine of Cups. So, we got a Karmisha here. So, this could be who's pregnant right now because they had done this sex ritual with somebody. All right, so this is somebody that you released. It was a burden, and maybe they felt some type of way. They started to attack you. They didn't like that you moved on, because you're in the Queen of Wands energy in the upright. You're standing in your power. Okay, so even if you are a masculine, you know, you flip it how it resonates for you. But somebody is standing in their power right now. Somebody released this karmic, and this karmic they're gonna try to do something again this upcoming weekend, but they're gonna realize that it's not working. That is this Five of Swords in the reverse. This is them having to move on, having to just let it go because they wasn't able to win at all costs. Okay, trying to win, trying to maybe do some type of ritual to attack your finances, because I see here that that's what's going to happen to them. They're going to take a hit in their pockets. All right, that could be why they're doing this ritual. Let's clarify and see why they're doing this sex ritual. If it's for money, that's usually what it's for money, for power. Let's see. What is the goal with this sex ritual? A new beginning. Look at that. I'm telling you. A new beginning. They want it, like it says here, they got a new cycle. It's like Spirit is trying to say, like, you know, the joke is on you. You got your new cycle, all right? Because that's what they want. They want to detach from this old energy that they was in, you know, in poverty, you know, something where they felt restrained, limited, addictions. You see that? They wanted to get out of that double energy and have a new beginning with your contract, your spiritual contract, your energetic signature. You know, like, no, that's not happening here. So they was doing all these damn rituals for a new beginning when it comes to everything, their money, their health, all that shit, and they're not going to have that. So this upcoming weekend, this karmic is going to get a reality check. They're going to do a reading. I don't know. They're going to get confirmation that they're not going to be able to move on to the next cycle. They're going to repeat a lot of bullshit that they're already going through now. The shit that they want to get out of now, that they're doing these rituals for, all of this right here, that they're trying to get out of this devil energy, this is what they're going to manifest. Okay, addictions, restrictions, you know, attachments, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, toxicity. Okay, all of that shit is what they're manifesting into their life, just more. All right, so let's see what else. All right, Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? So with this autopsy, this could be maybe, you know, a loved one that you have. We have here this past weekend. All right, let's see. What can we get with this past weekend? Let's see what happened this past weekend. Your baby mama got an STD this past weekend. Yo, this is funny. Oh my God, it's not funny that somebody got an STD. It's just funny how the card... I don't know. It's just funny. Like, I don't know. Spirit is trying to be messy or something. Like, yo, you want to hear some tea? Yo, this past weekend, somebody baby mama was getting it on. And listen, they ended up with an STD. It's getting ugly out here. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, bad health. And then we have regret, guilt, and apology. 10-10, you close out this cycle with this damn karmic. The letter J could be significant. All right, they are regretting this past weekend getting freaky with somebody because now they got bad health. They got an STD. Wow. Okay, anything else with this past weekend, this karmic and this STD? Options. Okay, so the karmic was entertaining options. The letter X could be in their name, but this is just giving me again your ex, this person that you released this burden. Okay, you released this karmic. This is somebody's ex here. All right, so that's what happened. Somebody got an STD now. If they try to come back, you need to stay woke because this karmic got an STD. All right, let's see what else, Holy Spirit. Court is not going to be ruling in somebody's favor. This could be right here with this autopsy. Maybe they're going to be charged. Wow, for murder. Oh my goodness. With life insurance policy. Yes. Something about that. Like maybe, you know, somebody was sick or something and it was not, they didn't die naturally. They probably rushed it because I don't know how that life insurance policy thing goes, but maybe, you know, they had to do it. They had to pass away by a certain time or something. Or something. They did something to make sure that they get that money, to lock in that money. It was not a natural death. The letter H, somebody's first name, middle name, last name has an H in it. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Somebody's name could have a K. It says they're moving money around. Okay, so this could be right here. The money from the life insurance policy. They're trying to move the money around. They probably have accounts overseas. Some type of secret accounts where they're trying to hide this money. Your veteran neighbor is significant. Somebody has a neighbor that is a veteran. Tell me more. Wow, you see what I'm saying? The money that they took, whatever it is, they're going to pay you back with interest. Check out the message that I just posted before this. I was picking up on this energy. Like this energy is heavy in the collective energy right now, where they're going to be paying back with interest. All right, they got extra money. In that message that I did, they got an Airbnb with the house that was left to you. It could be right here. This person that passed away, they left you something on the will, money or a house. And they got an Airbnb with it, and they're making money off of that. You're gonna get that. That's gonna be the interest. You're gonna get all that money, everything that they stole from you. All right. Again, court is not gonna be ruling in their favor. They're holding a grudge. Okay, so this could be that these people, you know, they was holding a grudge. They didn't want you to get this money. Like if it was your grandparents that passed away, you know, it could be your aunt, your uncle, like they're like mad, you know, like there was like, you know, how dare they give them the money? We're the child and shit like that, you know, like you got to give us the money or something like that. Like something about them holding a grudge. They didn't want you to get this money. And now they're really going to be holding a grudge because you are. So they're going to be real big mad. Oh, well, they'll be all right. What else? Tell me more, Spirit. Look at that. We got here bank fraud. Okay, so it could be Wells Fargo Bank or it could just be any type of bank, okay? They was doing some type of bank fraud. Again, they're moving money around. It's a lot of shit going on. Exposing corruption, all right? You could be doing this right now. Exposing corruption. Exposing what they're doing. You're speaking up. They was never expecting you to speak up. Never expecting this to be happening. They thought they was going to get away with this shit. Tell me more. Whoa. Look, female neighbor. So we got veteran neighbor and we got a female neighbor. This female could be a veteran. All right, these years could be significant. It could be the years something happened. Somebody was born. It could be somebody's building number, house number. Take it how it resonates. All right, tigers could be significant. All right, but this is the year of the tiger. All right, let's see. Tell us more, Holy Spirit. They feel like they have nothing to lose. We have here your paternal half-brother. So for some of y'all, this is your half-brother. Y'all have the same father, but not the same mother, okay? They're involved in this somehow. And these people, they feel like they have nothing to lose, all right? Somebody could be a dope fiend. They could have addictions. That's why they feel like they have nothing to lose. They're hitting rock bottom. That's what they did this for money. They're willing to do anything for money. Wow, I just said energy signature, right? I said that earlier, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. They want your energy signature. They want your power, okay? They could have been trying to do a destiny swap, an energy swap. Again, just trying to just siphon from your energy, your spiritual gifts, all right? You standing in your power, all right? Because with the Two of Swords in the reverse, they was feeling stagnant. They was feeling stuck. All right. Again, something about a new beginning, a new cycle, a new chapter. They really thought that this was going to help them to be able to move forward by stealing from your energy, by setting you up, all this shit, sacrificing you, whatever they're trying to do here. Yeah, not going to happen. Look, weekend keeps coming out. We got upcoming weekend, past weekend, and then we got weekend. So, again, there's something here about this weekend that they're going to realize that they cannot do this. All right, they probably spent a lot of money in these rituals and all this other bullshit. Somebody ended up getting pregnant. Like, you know, like, this is gonna be big news to these people. The letter W or M could be significant. Karmic Aquarius. Okay, somebody's a karmic Aquarius. Tell me more. Ten of Swords reverse. So yeah, look, they're feeling defeated. The Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Swords is rock bottom, hitting rock bottom, feeling like they're at the end, you know, like they can't do nothing else. So now with this card, feeling defeated, that's exactly what it is. With this card in the reverse, they're trying to find a way to get out of that Ten of Swords, but they're feeling defeated, and they're gonna feel like that this weekend. They're gonna get the news that there's nothing that they can do. All right, we have here facts ain't defamation. If somebody's trying to say, you know, defamation of character, Spirit is saying these are facts. I don't know. You could get like a lie detector test. You could, you know, you could prove this. You could, what is a polygraph? All right, like you could take the test and prove that you're not lying. Like there's somebody here trying to shut you up for speaking the truth. Yeah, look, they're watching from fake accounts. You cannot make this up. You're speaking the truth. You could be saying this online. You're saying something. You are exposing corruption. You could be a tarot reader. You could be doing what I'm doing, or you could just be telling your story, your testimony. There's something where you are on a platform somewhere, or maybe you wrote a book. You know, whatever it is, however you are communicating to the collective, your situation that's going on with these people here. They don't like it. They're scared because they feel like you're exposing their corruption. They're watching you from fake accounts, and they're trying to figure out different ways to shut you up so you could stop. All right. But facts is not defamation. You could prove that you are saying the truth. Okay. Let's see what else. Somebody is African American. This could be you or somebody involved. They pay someone to delay or ignore the case. You see what I'm saying? They got connections. They have some type of connections here. We got connections to the bank, and then we got connections here to the court system. They was paying people off, all right? Because somebody was, they was delaying the court case. They was trying, you know, to ignore it as much as they can, delay it as much as they can, and they was getting paid every time. All right, somebody that married into your family is involved in all of this. So one of your in-laws and an OnlyFans model is involved in this. She's pregnant. Oh my God. And she's in, yo, you cannot make this up. This got to be the OnlyFans model. Whoever the Karmisha is, look at that. 2 times she's engaging in sex magic. So she got pregnant and she's still engaging in sex magic while she's pregnant. You see this, y'all? You see what I'm saying? That's why I was like, this probably didn't just happen. This is probably like a couple of months in. Like she's probably a couple of months already. All right. So she's still doing this for a new beginning, for a new cycle, you know, for things to get better for her. And that's not working. It's not working. Her and all these other karmics that are doing this right now, trying to like get into this new cycle. Something keeps coming out about a new cycle. They're not going to be able to, you know, to keep going. They're going to stay stuck in this low vibration. All right. Because she keeps on doing this. She keeps on engaging in sex magic. All right. Holy Spirit. Let's see, what else? What are we going to clarify here? All right, about this moving money around. What do we need to know, Holy Spirit? What do we need to know about this moving money around? A King of Swords, okay? So this person could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. They're trying to think very rational right now. You see how we have practical, rational, unbiased, leadership, making head over heart decisions, okay? Critical thinking, okay? So right now, somebody is trying to strategize, okay? Trying to figure out where I got to move this money, where I got to put this money, do this, do that. You know, like, that's what I'm getting with this guy. We have the Magician card in the reverse. So this is manipulation, all right? This person is moving this money around because they're trying to hide the money. They're trying to hide how they got the money. Again, I feel like it could be this insurance policy here. So that's what I'm getting with that Magician card in the reverse. There's manipulation, you know, trying to cause illusions. Like, you know, what money? I don't got this money, but they're moving it somewhere else. Okay. What does the collective need to know about this paternal half-brother? Just going to pull one card for each card here. Seven of Cups reverse. Okay, you're getting a reality check. Things are becoming clear regarding this inheritance. All right, this inheritance, the Ten of Pentacles. Some type of money here, abundance. All right, like you're finding out the truth. Ten of Wands, bottom of the deck. All right, so something about, look, it says overextending yourself, extra responsibilities and burdens. So maybe that's the reality check. When it comes to this brother, you shouldn't help this person. They could have been trying to take your Ten of Pentacles, some type of property, some type of money that was left to you. This could also just be, again, just confirmation that this is your, you know, your family. But it's something about you needing to release a burden, all right? Don't overextend yourself, okay? Don't do too much. What do we need to receive about this veteran neighbor? The World card in the reverse. So this one is in the reverse. Look, they're not gonna be able to close out this cycle. We have new beginning, high spiritual ranking, completion, elevation, earning your stripes, curses broken. All right, so in the reverse, this is another one who's part of this manipulation, whatever they doing, the scheme and scamming. They're not going to move on. It's something, I don't know, I just keep getting this energy about I don't know, like a big, look right here, where's that card at? Right here. It's like the finish line, something big right now, energetic. They're not gonna make it to this finish line. See that? They're not gonna make it. They're trying to make it. So this is somebody who's not gonna make it. What do we need to know about this female neighbor? These are people that are gonna get stuck in this low vibration. Oh, okay, so the female neighbor is moving forward. We got the Six of Swords here. Okay, so maybe she's moving. Let's see. What's the Six of Swords? So the Six of Swords says moving too. Let's see. Is she moving somewhere else? Six of Pentacles in the reverse. She's going to have to move. It says here assistance, giving and receiving. So she's not receiving some type of assistance. If she was getting some type of money, she's going to have to move. Give me one more. You know, like maybe she has somebody. Yeah, look. Oh my God. Confirmation. Yo, no more assistance. Yo, that's what I'm getting. Like somebody, and she got like a sugar daddy, or she had a husband, or somebody paying her bills, or she had a job, or whatever. She's not getting, look, God is not helping this female neighbor. She's moving on, but it's because, you know, maybe she's a bad neighbor. Maybe she's causing you problems or something, but this is like good news to you. She's not going to, this is also receiving good karma. So it's like with this, you see how it's a hand helping this other one? This is her. It's like she gonna drown because it came out in the reverse. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. So again, if somebody was giving her money, see how we have money, you know, with the fortune energy, they're not giving it to her no more. All right, no more assistance, no more sugar daddy, whatever the situation was, whoever was paying her bills, whatever, she gonna have to move out. She cannot pay her rent no more. She don't have no more help. All right, they're gonna let her drown. If a bitch can't swim, she gonna drown. Okay, she's drowning. No more help. And Sky Daddy is also not helping her because she's a karmic. Okay, so somebody needs to know that she's moving. All right, this is her moving into the unknown, just away from your building, away from your neighborhood, just away. She's moving on. Okay, that's somebody's confirmation. Let's see. What about this OnlyFans model? Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what fell. Give me a second. We have here the Ten of Swords. So when it comes to an OnlyFans model, there's going to be like a rock bottom when it comes to her finances. Maybe people are going to see the truth about her. Like her mask is going to be coming off. But this is rock bottom. This is, she was getting that money on OnlyFans. See that? She was doing something strange for a little piece of change. And she was feeling like she was on top of the world. But now she about to hit rock bottom. All right. Somebody needs to know that. Let me get one more for this OnlyFans model. Three of Pentacles. Wow. I'm telling you, they probably gonna like kick her off the website or something. Because look, this is like her job. You know, a collaboration. See that? Teamwork, right? So she could have been collaborating with OnlyFans on their platform. And they're gonna get her off their platform or something. I don't know. That's something about she's not gonna be having no money. All right, no job. Okay. Yeah, look, we got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You cannot make this up. So you see how we have here, this is someone who's secure, you know, financially wise, financially stable. So in the reverse, she's not going to have no money. That's somebody's karma. Okay. All right. Let's see. This person that married into your family. This could be, you know, somebody's wife, somebody's uncle, somebody's, you know, they married into your family. Let's see. Oh, boy. All right. We have, okay, I said uncle. That's interesting. We got the Emperor here in the reverse. So that's a karmic masculine. This could be somebody's uncle. They married into your family. They married your aunt or your uncle. Take it how it resonates. Okay. Well, they married into your family. Tell me more about this Emperor in the reverse. This is a karmic masculine. Two of Wands reverse, King of Wands. So the Two of Wands in the reverse, whatever they was planning, you know, the first steps to try to plan something out here. Yeah, look, and we have with the King of Wands, they was determined. They, you know, they wanted to take this, it says risk taker. They was being optimistic, okay? So what's going to happen? They took a risk here, basically. And now, okay, so this could be two people. A Sagittarius could be significant. And a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, female could be significant, okay? So what's going to happen? They took a risk together. This is a karmic couple. They thought they was going to be able to heal with the Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay, they took action. They sent you something. They sent some type of shit 8 times. Okay. Give me one more on this 8 of Wands. The Empress reverse. Yeah, they attacked you. This masculine energy with this uncle, whatever, this could be his wife. The Empress reverse. I said Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and then we have the Empress reverse is a Libra or a Taurus. So we got double confirmation Libra. They sent something towards you 8 times. Yeah, they was sending you this energy. They was, look, driven to succeed. All right, look how it says here, assertive and brave. And then we saw something about them wanting to, you know, to take action. All right, because they're trying to hold on to something here. All right, so your energy, they could have been siphoning from your energy. So they was holding on to that. Let me pull from here real quick. All right, so they kept on attacking you to hold on to this control that they had when it comes to your energy. They was making money off of your energy, living off of your energies. They have stability from your energy. They're trying to hold on to this energy. Okay, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen to these people? Okay, something's going to happen fast with that 8 of Wands. What's going to happen fast? And the 8 of Wands is what they were sending you too. Okay, so this is going to happen fast to this. Again, I said Sagittarius. So this guy, this King of Wands, this could be your uncle. He's a Sagittarius. What's going to happen fast, Holy Spirit? I feel like Spirit wants to get these details out. Like, can we get to it? Somebody needs to know that. Somebody's a Sagittarius. Somebody's a Libra. Yeah, they're going to get sick. Okay, we have here with this Four of Swords, somebody's health is going to take a hit. Okay, we have here the Five of Cups. So look, sadness, grief, despair, guilt, remorse, regret, mourning, heartbreak. Listen, this is somebody laying on a coffin. All right, like they're going to get sick. But in this version, in the reverse, they're going to be really sick. We have here exhaustion, burnout. All right, stagnation, stress, you know, not able to sleep. All right, and they're going to be very, very, very much in despair. Okay. All right, so somebody that married into your family, your uncle and his wife, or your wife and whatever, take it how it resonates, they're not going to be able to manifest what they're trying to manifest. They're putting a lot of work into this, and it's not working. Yeah, look, it's not working. They keep on trying to attack you. It's not going to work, all right? Somebody's going to end up getting sick. They keep on trying to hold on to your energy. They don't want to let go. They're being like, you know, like they're acting like they're possessive. Like if this energy belongs to them, like, you know, like this is my energy. Look, again, they want your power. They want your energy signature by any means necessary. So they're going to have to experience a reality check. That's what's going to happen. They're going to get a reality check for not letting go of your energy. It's crazy. Again, this is the Four of Pentacles. The other Four of Pentacles is somebody holding on to something for dear life. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hold on. Look, possessiveness. They don't want to let go of your energy, but they're going to have to. All right. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Spiritual court is now adjourned. Okay. Peace.